I really have a difficulty reconciling that a stranger would come and ask you to go and see a minister. He doesn't even know that you know the minister, and offer to pay you money on what? Strength of what? That's really eluding me, and I have some concern there.
Mr. Chairman, I think you are eluding yourself. I mentioned to you, right?
Yes.
This
go
morning you mentioned something about assuming, right?
Right.
You mentioned to me about assume.
Yes.
So at the U-turn, I mentioned back to you about assume, and you told me you do not want to hear that. I told you that my cousin, my family, who introduced us, probably, I am assuming that he and Mr. Chan had a conversation after we met for the first time.
Right.
And he's a family, he knows me a lot. So he probably told Mr. Chan.
So he knew you a lot?
My cousin knew me, well, we grew up together.
No, Mr. Chan. The cousin, okay.
You cannot confuse me, Mr.
I'm
Chairman.
not trying to confuse
I am
you.
explaining
Listen,
something.
I may not be as bright as you, okay? So I may be eluding myself. I may not be as smart as you, but I want to understand what you're saying. And I find it hard to believe that Mr. Chan would propose to a stranger, somebody he doesn't know, to go and see a minister, and then later on to pay $2,000 to that person. That is really the difficulty that I am having.
Okay. Can I take it instead of 1, 2, 3 by ABC? I say I am not being smart. I am trying to explain something.
Right, go ahead.
My cousin who knew me well, probably he and Mr. Chan engaged in a conversation after they met me. When I came with my neighbor, she brought me up here, being one of her recommenders. The two recommenders were me and my husband, and we had to come in person, but my husband didn't come, okay? So I am assuming that my cousin and Mr. Chan engaged in a conversation after I left. Hence the reason why I could have been called 2 days afterwards to come and meet Mr. Chan.